Injury news. Alfred is not going to be here today. I think you know that. Personal reasons. And Dennis remains inactive due to his injury. Everybody else,
So without Peyton, will you put in the spring role there? And how did you decide when you took a look at the Clippers roster which one you would do with that?
Well, we'll start Frank. And Frank's been playing well. He's been in that role before, so just the familiarity with him stepping out and ready to start the game.
When you look at the Clippers, they're 4 and 5 without Kawhi. No Kawhi today, but the difference heading into this one is that the rest of their guys are healthy, and that's not been the case for this team. Just your approach to what it takes to beat this Clippers team without Kawhi.
Well, they can come at it so many different ways, and they're so deep and they're very talented, and they execute very well. They're capable. Obviously, you look at they're a top 10 offense, a top 10 defensive team in the league. So they play on both sides of the ball. They execute so well. So you have to, again, it's not real complicated. You have to take some things away, to be able to beat this team. So you go into it, you have to limit some of the easy stuff that they're able to get offensively.
And is it 4 and 5 without Kawhi? In your mind as a coach, is that a large enough sample size for team 9 games to figure out kind of what it takes to make up for his not being on the floor?
I'm not sure that 9 games is really enough. I think, as a coach, maybe you'd like to see more, to look at patterns. 9 games maybe gives you some things to look at, but I'm not sure that it would be at all.
Coach, 2 parts to this question. Number one, the team has played pretty well under you on the road. You're trying to win a close game the other night in Phoenix. What would you like to see more out of the team? And for you as an individual, you never really coached in venues like this in your career. What might be going through your mind as you try to relate things to your staff?
Well, the first part, I think, our consistency has been our focal point, and I think we have been able to address that. That's something that's manageable for us to do. And I think with that consistency, we need to continue to improve our execution. We've been pleased with the direction of it, but we feel like we still have a lot of growth potential there on both sides. In terms of the venue, when the game gets started, it's a basketball game. So, it's an exciting place to play. There's a lot of history in this building. I think players, when they come in, they feel that.
Well, since you plan all along with Alfred to play Phoenix and then fly home after the game?
Well, it was completely his choice. So there really was no plan. It was based on just, it was a personal thing for him, and that was the game he felt like he could get to at that time. And we're day to day with it, but we were appreciative that he made the sacrifice to come to that game, and we could completely support and understand what he's doing today.
What about joining the regular?
We won't know. It is day to day. We won't know more until we get closer to Tuesday.
Filling out.
Yes.
Upon taking over this role, what are a couple of things that you really wanted to implement aside from the growth and aside from the consistency that to get your team kind of on the upward trend?
Well, those things that you mentioned were really the foundation of it. We had been building at that time. The players had put a lot of work in, and it was just a matter of those things coming together. Whether we play 2 or 3 good possessions on one end, now it's got to go to 5 or 6 possessions. And then when you do that, you start getting in a position where you can win the quarter. Now you win the quarter, you move to the next quarter. So it was really a pretty simple approach to it. The guys have been working. They put a lot of work in, and it's been good to see things start to come together for them.
So you're getting all the cooperation from the organization and the players that you've been expecting or that you like to see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
That's good. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.